First off, just before we start, I'm sorry about how badly this is lit. It's because it is actually snowing outside my house right now, sorry. So it's kind of made everything a little bit darker, which is not good when you're trying to film a video. So, Eleanor asked me to somewhat redo my presentation on Ash vs Evil Dead because she didn't record it. Yeah, I know, it's a bit annoying. So here we are, Ash vs Evil Dead. So Ash vs Evil Dead is a sequel to the Evil Dead trilogy, once again starring Bruce Campbell as Ash, in which it follows up his character to see what he's been doing in the last 30 years and onwards. The show targets its demographic of fans of the original 3 movies very well because it keeps everything the fans love. It keeps the humour and the tone and the incredible amount of gore, which is why it's rated 18. However, it doesn't just stick to this die-hard fan base. It also opens itself up to new fans. This is probably done best for the character of Pablo, because the character of Pablo kind of acts as Ash's sidekick because he doesn't understand this world, and it's basically Ash explaining to him how this world works. Which basically means that for a viewer, they can follow Pablo's journey into this world and understand how Deadites work and how possession works within this fictional world, which is pretty cool. As I said, other characters include the returning Bruce Campbell as the lead character Ash, who once again is being an idiot as per usual, because unlike most Hollywood heroes, Ash is a bit of an idiot. Like, he'll find his way into these terrible scenarios, not through choice, but just by making some mistakes. And the other main character is Kelly, who is basically Pablo's love interest, which again opens it up to a new demographic because that adds a bit of a romantic subplot to the show for people who like that sort of thing. The show is basically a bit of a road trip as well. So the plot of the show is this evil that's been dormant for 30 years between Army of Darkness and Ash vs Evil Dead suddenly reawakens, and it's up to Ash to prevent it from taking over the world. So your basic end of the world plot. But what makes this a special sequel is it really catches the tone of the originals. And furthermore, it just really has an understanding of what made the originals great. But as I was saying, this show feels a bit like a road trip, because each episode is a bit of a very different feel. You could have some episodes, for example, that are set in a supermarket, e.g. the pilot episode of the show, which is set in Value Stop instead of S-Mart, which was the pre-established one from the franchise. And then you can have other episodes that are set in the cabin from the original 3 movies, such as the series 1 and 2 finales. The main point I want to get across with this is Ash vs Evil Dead isn't like any other show on TV. Partly because it wasn't made for TV, it was made for a sub-network called Starz, which is a bit like Netflix. You see, Starz decided to bring back this cult classic franchise, and they did it unlike in other examples like Ghostbusters or Nightmare on Elm Street, where it's all wrong and all the fans get really annoyed. They did it in a way that respected what the fans wanted and gave them exactly what they wanted without it just being fan service, because they managed to construct a good story around what fans wanted to see. This has been really ranty, but you also have the good version of this that I improvised and improv'd in front of a studio, in front of like an audience. So there you go, now you have 2 versions of it. You asked for 2 versions of it. I hope you're happy. Good job. Peace. See you later.